Hello and welcome to another episode of Just Gay Stuff Podcast. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Jess.
If you don't know who we are and what our relationship is, be sure to check out our very first episode. We're jumping on the pod today because I had a conversation with a couple of friends a few days ago, and I thought it'd be very interesting for us to discuss it whilst we're in a relationship, because I don't think we've actually discussed it. And that is the topic of hall passes.
A hall pass.
Yes.
So what is the definition of a hall pass?
Yes. Do you know? Have you Googled it?
I haven't Googled it, but I'm going to quickly see what Google says that it is. Because our version of a hall pass, right, is someone that you would be allowed to have sex with outside of your relationship. That you've mutually agreed.
Yeah.
That would be okay.
That's fine.
And generally that would be a celebrity.
Yes.
If it was someone you knew, then you're getting into...
Yeah, that's a bit of awkward territory, I feel. That's a bit...
That's delving into like the poly territory. But Google says... The meaning of a hall pass in English is an official piece of paper that gives a student permission to leave the classroom during class.
Well, that's a very different kind of hall pass to what we're talking about today.
Is it though?
Oh.
Because...
Getting philosophical on me now.
If you get to the metaphor of it, you're being permitted to leave the classroom.
Yes.
So you're being permitted to leave the relationship.
Oh. Well, I guess so. It's the permission factor, essentially. So it is that little bit of, yes, you have that excuse to go and do that, I guess.
But I guess it's discussed about.
Yeah, discussed, yeah.
Yeah.
So, in sort of just following back to the conversation I had with our friends, they too are in a same-sex relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the girls had Taylor Swift on her phone, and she said, my partner used to be upset about the fact that she was on my phone, but then she realized she was my hall pass, and she goes, no, that's fine, I don't care. So I thought we could do like a fun little game and talk about who our celebrity crushes were growing up, or like our awakening crushes.
The celebrity crushes you had growing up that made you go, ooh,
yeah,
am I gay?
Gay.
Yep.
And then out of those, we could possibly choose who we would possibly put as our hall pass. And these are, you've got to remember, these are people that you have come across and gone, oh my God, I could so see myself.
I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm dead.
They're dead beautiful.
I'll do her.
Okay.
I tap that.
Okay.
All that kind of stuff.
Yeah, let's
throughout
play.
the years. I think you should go first since I brought up the topic of conversation.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I am quite savvy. Every time I see someone extremely hot, I've always written them down in the notes section of my phone.
Oh.
So I have a list. I don't know if I can narrow them down.
Do you have a special name for that list?
It's called the to-do list.
Oh.
But like... It's
wishful thinking, guys.
It's a dream to say I would do them because they're all celebrities.
Yeah, exactly.
That celebrities aren't going to look over here.
Wishful thinking.
So really, you have nothing to worry about.
I'm not worried.
I'm glad. Okay, now I've got to search for it in my phone and I'll just write to-do list.
Yes.
And it will come up.
A manifestation to-do list.
Okay, so if we're starting at the very beginning, I have to have a bit of a...
She's going to have a refresher. She hasn't looked at the list in a while, guys.
I haven't, but I really have to think back. If you're asking me the celebrities that I had a crush on that gave me the, ooh, I might be gay vibe, I'd have to go back to being a kid, right?
Yeah.
So
sort of get in that mindset, take a deep breath, go back into feeling how you're feeling.
I'll close my eyes and I'll enter a dream state.
Yeah, get into
5-year-old Jess. No, okay. I'm back at the beginning. I know exactly who my first celebrity crush was. The one and only Britney Spears.
Ah,
Oops,
I can see that.
She did it again.
She did.
She was so beautiful to me. She was like an angel, pinnacle of beauty, especially, and back then, she wasn't that much older.
No.
I think 5 was a bit young. I think 10. Yeah, I remember being in grade 5. Maybe that's where I got it.
Yeah, maybe that's where the 5 came
I
from.
remember being in grade 5. I was 10. And oh my God, I was so in love with her. I remember fighting with this other girl in my class because she won this Britney Spears competition and she got like a Britney Spears biography book thing.
Yeah.
And it was full of all these photos and tour posters and stuff. And I remember I entered the same competition and she won it and I didn't. And I was so salty.
Heartbroken.
And she was like, oh, I'm Britney's biggest fan. And I was Britney's biggest fan. So I was mad.
Yeah.
Britney was definitely my first star on the tree, on the gay tree.
On the gay tree.
Yeah.
On the gay pyramid.
Yeah. What about you?
If I...
Very first.
I have to go back. I think similar. I think I was in grade 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was Cameron Diaz. I have to say, yep, she was my first gay awakening. But it wasn't her per se. I think it was more her character in Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
In like the original Charlie's Angels. And I think she was like wearing this all like white leather suit.
Sexy.
And sexy. It's like that badass look. And I was like, damn.
That's like my Britney poster.
Yeah.
She was wearing these leather pants and leaning up against this like hot rod car.
Yeah,
It was
that's what
just
it is.
sexy.
It's the sexy.
It just like, what's that word? Evokes like sexual feelings and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like that irresistible charisma. Charisma is the word, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, personality just flows out of the picture.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that I knew Britney. Not that I knew
She
her at
wishes.
all. I did. Yeah, wish. My next one.
Yeah, moving forward.
From Britney. I'm not gonna. Britney was definitely my first, but I don't think I can go in like chronological order here.
No.
I think my next big celebrity crush would have had to have been. See, we talked about this the other day.
We did.
And we talked about Olivia Wilde.
Oh,
And going back now, I think she would have had to have been my next crush because she was on the OC.
OC, yeah.
And the bonus of her being on, not just on the OC, was she was kissing Misha Barton.
Yeah, damn.
And look, I'm not a massive Misha Barton fan,
Neither.
but when she got to kiss Olivia Wilde and I didn't,
You were salty then too.
I'm hella jealous. And it's about the character too, because she played Alex Kelly, right?
Yeah.
And she had that purple streak in her hair and she had that give no fucks attitude. She was emancipated from her parents and she ran a bar, which is weird because she was meant to be in high school.
Like
and that's
16,
strange.
17, yeah. Weird.
So she was meant to be in school and she was running a bar and she had all these and music nights and that was cool. So she just, you know.
She just sort of like evoked that sort of.
She had it going on.
Yeah, she had it going on.
She was a hout.
What a babe.
Yeah. Okay, next one for you.
Next one for me, I think, would definitely have to be Rachel McAdams, but not in Mean Girls when she was Regina George, when she flipped the switch and went over to The Notebook.
Mm-hmm.
Which, fun fact, Britney Spears almost played that role.
You told me that the other day
Yeah,
and I cannot
did.
believe.
No, neither.
I cannot see Britney doing that role.
No, neither. And it literally came down. It was shortlisted between Britney Spears and Rachel McAdams.
Can you imagine that famous scene of Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams having that fight over like, what do you want? What do you want? And it being Britney Spears.
No, I can't imagine it. I think it's just typecast for Rachel McAdams. That's ingrained in my brain.
Britney would have been there with the knives going, woo,
Yeah, dancing around.
No, sorry, Britney. I know you're going through some shit.
Yeah, no, we love you, Britney.
So Rachel McAdams is
Rachel
your next.
McAdams, I think, definitely was my next. I think it was that classy, beautiful era.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it's hard for me to sort of know whether it was like, did I want to be with her or did I want to be her? But then also in saying that, there's a whole scene with her walking around naked in a sheet, painting. And I'm like, oh, hot damn.
That's the big question though, isn't it? Growing up, your biggest question to yourself is, do I want to be her and do I want to be in that relationship that she's got?
Yeah.
Or do I want to be with her and be in that relationship with her? Is that what I want?
Yeah, exactly. I think for me, even in saying that, I think I was very insecure at that time as well. And I was like, this woman has a lot going on, but she's extremely beautiful. The Notebook character, that is.
Mm-hmm.
She's extremely beautiful. And I was like, oh, damn, I wish I could be that. But then also naked Rachel McAdams was like, I wish I was in the bed making love to Rachel McAdams.
See, I don't see that with Rachel McAdams.
Yeah.
Although, I don't think you've seen the movie, but have you seen Disobedience?
No.
You haven't?
No, I haven't.
So Rachel McAdams and Rachel Weisz have a full sex scene in that movie.
No, I have not seen
We're going to
that
have to
movie.
do a watch party
Yeah.
and then we can talk about it and
Yes,
review it.
review
That'll be
it.
another episode, guys. So stay tuned
Stay
if you want
tuned.
that one. Okay, back to me.
Yeah.
Far out.
It's hard.
It's hard because there are
So many beautiful women out there.
a lot of beautiful women out there. And I would have to go, I can't remember in order. I'm going to quickly look at my list.
Yeah.
I have so many on this list though.
So do I.
So not in order, but I have to say I've always thought that Jennifer Aniston was a babe.
I think she still is a babe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%. She's still a babe. What am I saying?
I was like, she's still a babe. But how old is she now? Like 50 something?
Yeah, she's in her 50s.
In her 50s? Like, damn.
But
I wish I looked that good at 50.
yeah. I mean,
I hope
you
so.
don't know if you're going to look that good at 50.
No.
You probably will.
Ah,
Aw.
smooth talker.
Jennifer Aniston in anything. See, on my list, I've had to...
She's cold.
Well, no, let's talk about the fact that when we fall in love with a character,
Yeah.
it's about that character and the
The
personality.
personality, yeah.
And who they portray. Because have you ever been in that situation where you're trying to relay to a friend, oh, I saw this actress and she's so hot. Oh, let me try and find a photo to show you.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then when you're flicking through like Google Images and
you can
trying
never
to
find.
you can never find a good photo. And that's because we fall in love with the character they're playing and that personality is just not portrayed in
Not
the
portrayed,
photographs.
yeah.
So I always have that issue because there's a few people on my list that I'll get to that is 100% the character.
Yeah.
When you see those actresses not in character, you're like, oh, they're really not my type.
Yeah, but it's hard to tell, really. Like, everyone has their own sort of type
Mm-hmm.
in their way. I think we learnt very quickly that we're each other's type,
Mm-hmm.
but we're not our own type.
Yeah.
So that's a whole other conversation, but it
Yeah.
is very hard to say. So even if you had potentially found that photo to send to a friend and gone, oh my God, this person's such a babe, and yes, their personality of the character portraying that has helped, then that person might not be attracted to them because they're not their type.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I think for me, my next one would probably be Natalie Portman.
She's on my list.
Yeah.
She is on my list.
We can share.
Can we?
No.
Good to know.
Yeah.
If we're ever in a bar together at the same time.
I can't say that one. Yeah. Fuck. That was not what I was going to say.
Well, you never said it, so I didn't know.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing, what I was saying before. I had to put the movies or the TV shows beside the people I liked because
Ah.
that was connected to the character they were portraying.
Yeah.
So if you had to choose which Natalie Portman do you want to bang?
Oh, see, that's so hard. I think for me, because I've got a little bit of a dark and twisted humor, and also Mila Kunis was on my list too. I think it's just that whole lesbian scene in Black Swan that tickles my fancy. a bit.
Tickles your fancy.
Tickles my
Rocks
fancy.
your yacht.
Yeah. Ooh, I've never heard that one before. Rocks your yacht.
I made it up a while ago, but feel free to use it.
Yeah. Or if you've got any other funny sayings, we'd like to know them because I've never heard of that one before.
I was going to say the as useless as a
Oh,
fly screen on a submarine.
as useless as tits on a bull.
Yeah, as useless as an ashtray on a motorbike. See, I'd never heard that one before.
No, I had never heard that one either. Anyways, going back to my scene, yeah, definitely I'd say that dark and twisted Natalie. Well, she's kind of got that innocence about her, but then you see that character sort of come to life. And so I think that's where I'm headed. What about you?
Well, I've only seen that movie once, but for Natalie Portman on my list, I had her in No Strings Attached with Ashton Kutcher.
I love that movie.
Because she plays that girl where, you know, she's trying to be tough. She doesn't want love. She just wants a fling. And then, you know,
Yeah.
you can see them falling in love with
The
each
walls
other.
dropping.
Yeah. And then she doesn't want to admit that he makes her happy.
Yeah.
That is 100% one of those movies where I'm like, oh, I want something like they have, but I want to be with her. Like that was that.
I feel like we kind of had that similar story a little bit
Yeah, maybe.
in a way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do ya? Are you Ashton Kutcher?
Yes.
I'm being punked.
Reveals the mask.
Well, Mila Kunis is on my list as well.
Yeah.
But her movie that I've got next to hers because she was way too young in that 70s show. I think she
Yeah.
was
She was only
14.
No, was
Yeah.
she? I thought she was
She was
14 or
young.
16 when she first got it, and she lied and said
lied
she was
about her age.
18.
Yeah. But she was only young in that, so that's a
But
bit...
then they said, then she came out and did like an interview afterwards and said that it was only in that first audition process that she lied, and then when they started filming and the pilot season eventually came out, she was of age, so it was fine.
Oh, okay. But so I don't have that 70s show. That
No, you'd be
she
a bit
needed
creeper.
to mature a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have her on my list in The Spy Who Dumped Me
Oh, that's a good movie.
because the relationship she has with Kate McKinnon in that Kate McKinnon is one of my
I was going to
favorite.
say, you just love Kate McKinnon though.
But I don't find Kate McKinnon attractive, but she is hilarious.
She is. She's so funny.
She is such a good actress, and so many of her lines are just ad lib on the fly, and she's just so funny.
Quick wit.
Absolutely. Charismatic, quick witted. She's got charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
Thank you, RuPaul.
So I really love Mila Kunis in that movie.
Yeah. Oh, I can't think of what movie I love Mila Kunis in. I think I just
Black
love...
Swan.
Yeah, well, that too, but
You're down with that sex scene.
I am.
How many times did you watch that when it came
so
out?
many.
Really?
Yeah.
Only
But it
seen
was
it
just that
once.
scene.
Yeah.
It's the same with the Cruel Intentions scene. Like,
I've never seen that movie.
yeah, well, I'm not surprised.
I did that thing where if the movie or the TV show has some gay shit in it,
Yeah.
I definitely...
We love some gay shit here.
Yeah. I definitely YouTubed.
That particular
So
scene.
I've seen the scenes.
Just
I've
not the movie.
I don't have the whole backstory that goes with it.
Oh, no, you should watch it. We should watch it.
Cruel Intentions.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
It's Neve Campbell, right? And Denise Richards.
What?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's the old school one, I think, though.
Oh, is there a new one? Oh, wait, Cruel Intentions.
Yeah. Cruel Intentions is Sarah Michelle Gellar
Yeah, that's
and
right.
Selma Blair.
Wait, what movie
and
am I thinking
Eve, not Eve, Ryan Phillip.
Philippi.
Yeah, Philippe.
Wait, what?
Philippe.
What movie am I thinking of?
I don't know.
I swear that was no. It doesn't matter.
Anyways,
Doesn't matter.
I don't know whose celebrity turn we're up to.
Hang on, I'm gonna. I think it's yours.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm gonna just.
She's just gonna quickly
I'm
Google.
gonna Google Neve Campbell and Denise Richards because I'm not. Oh, Wild Things.
Oh,
They
I
had
didn't
that-
watch that one.
No, I haven't seen it either.
Show.
It's They were in the
Ah,
pool, making out in the pool. Yeah.
Okay.
So I didn't see that movie, but I saw all the scenes.
Maybe that's one we have to watch together because we both haven't seen it.
I was 16 YouTubing that shit at like midnight.
Were you one of those Tumblr girls being like,
No,
ah,
I didn't get onto Tumblr until the Clexa fan fiction fell.
ah, late bloomer on the Tumblr front?
Yeah, must have been. But Tumblr wasn't a thing when I was 16, I don't think.
No, I don't
think
know. Anyways,
So. I don't know.
moving on. My next one probably, I didn't think of this. Like I had it in my brain, but I didn't write it down previously. Zoe Kravitz.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You
But
can
I-
keep her.
Yeah, thank you. But I have a thing. I have a thing for darker coloured women.
Yeah, you do.
So, yeah.
So that's why you like Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah.
I can see the appeal. She's just not my type.
Yeah. That's all right. And then I have Katie McGrath. I think she was actually one of the early on ones, I'd say, for me.
She's hot.
She's hot. So for those of you who don't know who Katie McGrath is, she plays Lex Luthor in Supergirl. But
It's not Lex Luthor though. It's Lena Luthor.
Sorry, Lena Luthor.
Yeah. But she plays the Lex
She
Luthor
plays
character.
the Lex Luthor character. Well, no, because Lex Luthor actually is in Supergirl too.
Yeah, so she's Lena
She's
Luthor.
Lena Luthor.
Yeah.
You guys all knew what I meant. Everyone wanted to ship Lena and Supergirl as a couple together.
I saw heaps of people wanting that to be canon.
I wish that was canon.
There was a lot of fan art
Yeah.
that had them like kissing.
Kissing.
Oh, it was good.
Everybody wanted that.
Do you know, kudos to all the people that make the fan videos, like the fan music videos.
Oh,
to,
they're
like, the
so
good.
good.
To the good songs. Some of them are so well done that it literally looks like a real movie or a real TV show.
Yeah, they look so legit. Sometimes I have to go back and double check IMDb and be like, is this a thing?
Mhm.
Is
Some
this
of
coming
the
out?
some of the Clark and Lexa ones from the 100 are really good.
You have to go back and show me. I haven't seen any.
But you haven't seen the 100
No,
either.
I haven't.
Lauren missed the whole lesbian death trope
I did.
train where everyone was, I don't know if you guys were a part of that or you saw online, but I'm thinking because you're listening to us that you definitely saw the lesbian death trope going on, especially on social media. And it was all about on TV, they were killing off the lesbians. Like every lesbian character ended up dead.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I was living under a rock. I missed that whole part.
There was a list so long, like from Buffy, like at the beginning, Buffy, all the way to Lexa from the 100.
Oh, wow.
And in the middle was like 100 characters.
yeah, no, I definitely missed all of that.
The gays got killed first, and that was mean.
That's really sad.
Yeah.
In going back in saying that with that whole canon thing and having like a crush on Katie McGrath, I actually had a thing for her back when she was Morgana in Merlin.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It's like on Google, who is Merlin wife? And then it's like spouse, Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn.
Okay, I'm going back to my babes list.
Yeah, go back to Babes list.
Okay, my next. I'm just going to go down the list
Yeah,
now.
go down the
I
list
have a
now.
big list. So strap in.
All right.
Not strap,
strap
on.
on.
Strap in. So the very first on my list. So this is in no particular order. This was just probably as I was watching things, I was just going, "Oh yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah." Fran Drescher from The Nanny.
Oh.
And look, Not everybody gets that crush
I don't see the appeal.
because of her voice.
Enlighten me.
And because, okay, so not now, but a couple of years ago, I went back and rewatched all 6 seasons of The Nanny. And she's just so charismatic that it comes off. She just has a personality that you just want to protect her. Like she's so willing and she's so cute and she's sexy. She's got it going on and, you know, she's so desperate for Mr. Sheffield.
Mr. Sheffield.
Mr. Sheffield. Ah, people hate that voice, but I would
You
deal
would
with
die.
it. I would deal with it. Plus, there's this photo of her floating around on Google when she was like younger, so probably around the nanny time, and she's on the beach and she has this little flower crown and she's all wet and fuck, it's hot.
Can you show me?
I'll find it.
Yeah,
and I'll show you.
Show me later.
Yeah, I will.
Are you gonna go down the list?
I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Isn't it your turn?
No, you said you're going down the list now.
Okay. Hilary Duff in younger.
Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Not in Lizzie McGuire.
I'd hope not.
Naomi Scott in Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
I also have Naomi Scott in Aladdin.
Yeah.
Here's the big one. Here's a big question mark.
Yeah.
Kristen Stewart in Charlie's Angels.
Why question mark though?
Because I know that you don't overly find Kristen Stewart attractive.
I didn't find her attractive in Twilight. I definitely found her attractive when she portrayed Joan Jett in The Runaways.
That's when you flipped the switch.
That's when I flipped the switch. And again, it was that whole confidence, I don't give a fuck, bad boy,
Bad girl.
bad girl,
Leather.
leather, hot stuff. I'll do me. I'll do you.
It's the personality of the character.
It was the rock star confidence, I guess,
Yeah.
for me.
I feel like I also didn't like Kristen Stewart in Twilight until she became a vampire.
Oh.
Because then she had that something. Something no one else had. Made her sexy. That's
Yeah.
why Nikki Reed is sexy in that movie.
I didn't know Nikki Reed was in that movie.
You forgot. Or you didn't
To
know.
be fair, I'm sorry to all the Twilight fans out there. I didn't really pay attention or watch it.
I've only seen them once through.
Yeah.
I've seen the first one probably like 3 times maybe.
I can't even tell you if I've seen them or not.
Okay, next on my list. So we've gone through Natalie Portman and Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
I have Reese Witherspoon in Big Little Lies.
Oof. I could get down with Reese Witherspoon.
There's a slight, and this might not be for everybody, but this is how I view some things sometimes, and I know it can be a little bit crazy. There is a sexiness about someone who is so bitchy that you need to like break them down a bit to see behind that wall.
Yeah.
So you often think, oh, imagine
What's the depth behind?
Yeah, imagine being the person let in
Yeah.
that sees beyond that wall.
I think that's because of your personality. You love a good challenge. So you're like,
Well, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know.
You're like, I could get in there. I
don't
could
know.
break that down.
Yeah, I feel like that.
Yeah.
We've already gone through Jennifer Aniston. Oh, here's a big crush from my childhood.
Yeah.
Sophia Bush on One Tree Hill.
Oh,
Hot as
yeah.
fuck.
I can get
And
down
is
with
now dating a woman.
She is.
2023 was the year that
Of lesbians.
was the year that all these celebrities decided that they would have orgasms.
Yeah.
And actually date people who will give them to them.
Look, they were over being unhappy in their straight relationships.
No offense to guys at all.
Yeah,
We're
no
just
offense.
joking. This next person that I'm going to say is my one true hall pass. Should I keep going down my list, or should we cut at my hall pass now?
Well, I think if we're at your hall pass, I think we should cut at your hall pass.
Okay. So my ultimate one true hall pass is Camilla Luddington from Grey's Anatomy.
I could see that.
If you have never seen Grey's Anatomy, you need to look
What is
her
wrong with
up.
No, I'm kidding.
You need to look her up. She plays Jo Wilson on Grey's Anatomy. She is so sexy.
She is.
And her personality on that show is just so, she comes from a very bad space. Like, she was in a DV situation. She lived in her car. She had a very unfortunate childhood. And then she's completely turned her life around to be a surgeon and a doctor. And it's like, obviously
that
this is her
triumph character
Yeah,
story.
100%. She has a really good story arc. And yeah, she's just beautiful. Absolute pinnacle of beautiful.
She is. I can see that. She also says that about me, guys.
I do, just not on the pod.
Yeah. No, I can see that. Did you know that she also has a TikTok with her family?
Mm-hmm.
It's quite funny.
As if I wouldn't be following
No,
that.
I know. Silly question.
You were today years old when you found out how much of a fan I am of Camilla Woodington.
Yeah, I was exactly.
And guys, she's British.
She is British. So
Not on Grey's Anatomy. She does a very good American accent. But when you see her in
her socials and stuff.
Yeah, and interviews, oh, that sexy British accent.
I think that's what it is. British accents, no matter who you are, whether you're straight, bi, queer, whatever you identify as, I think British accents get you going.
I think accents get you going. Because we cannot leave this episode without me mentioning one more person.
Okay.
And this is purely the character. But if you guys have not seen Killing Eve.
Oh, yes.
And you've not seen Jodie Comer play Villanelle, who is an assassin.
Yeah.
And so sexy as an assassin.
Sexy.
Because she is exactly what I was talking about before. She is, when you see her out of that character, like I don't find her that attractive.
Yeah.
But as that character, wearing a suit, hunting down people, not that I think that murder is sexy at all. I don't. But the character is amazing.
It's that badass energy. That's what it is.
Such a well-written TV show. Yeah. Especially the first 2 seasons.
It's great. I love that show. I need to go back and rewatch that.
Oh, I would rewatch that show in a heartbeat.
Yeah, we should. Are you flipping it over to me now?
I am, because I want to know your ultimate hall pass.
Oh, my ultimate hall pass. Oh, how do I choose? I think probably Leslie Ann Brand, who is a New Zealand actress who was on Lucifer. She played Maze on Lucifer, and like, holy shit. But then you wouldn't think that because she's not your type. But again, it's the darker colored skin woman, that badass charismatic energy, that confidence, that stuff. And she also actually ends up having a lesbian trope on the show with the character Eve, who's played by Inbar Levy. I don't know how you say her name.
Inbar Lavi. She's also on my list, guys. She's from Imposters.
She's from Imposters. And that's so sexy. And like that, they have a full lesbian arc, and I'm like, hot damn, I wish I could be in the middle of that sandwich.
There is something about seeing your celebrity crushes
together
actively be in lesbian relationships on television that just makes my heart fly.
Yeah, same. And the fact that 2 of them are like both at the top of my whole pass list, and they were in that together, I was like, damn.
Because not only is it representation, it's, well, that's what I guess it is. It comes down to representation.
It is 100% representation.
Mm-hmm. And it's reality for us. And then TV always used to hide so much of it.
Yeah.
We never used to see any.
It was taboo for such a long time.
And it's good to finally have those things in front of us, not in our face, but becoming like normalized.
Yeah.
Because it is normal.
It is normal. It's normal. We're all accepting. Well, we're accepting here on the pod.
Yeah.
We're hoping that the world can start to be a bit more accepting. I know that, especially like you said, it's quite taboo in other places, even across the world.
Still today.
Still
in a lot of parts of the world, we are striving to make steps forward just to be accepted for who we are.
Yeah.
So, but you will always be accepted for who you are on
Just Gay Stuff.
So we hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and please let us know who your celebrity hall pass is.
Yeah.
Let us know, because we want to know. And then if we think they're hot, we'll give you
a shout out.
Yep. Sounds good. All right. Well, tune in again and
stay gay, motherfuckers.
Stay gay, motherfuckers.
I'm talking about, you're talking about, we're talking about Just Gay Stuff.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of Just Gay Stuff. Make sure to follow us at Just Gay Stuff Podcast on all your socials, and write to us with your stories at justgaystuffpodcast@gmail.com.